Yo, I'm about to show you guys how I cook, how I make my food, so I can maintain the physique that I have in 2025. Boys, look at this. I got the meat right here. I don't really know why it's in a bowl. Fuck, should I redo that intro? Nah, whatever. Who cares? Let's get it. I got my meat. I'm about to get some eggs right now. We want to do this. What I'm going to do is hold on, let me get the pan real quick. Boys, I've never made this type of video before. Damn. Fuck. The one I love using is gone right now. Alright, bet. I just got this pan. You always want to use cast iron, right? We always want to avoid. Look. So I got it right here. Let's get it. I always put it on the hottest setting. Hands down. Damn, why is it kind of blurry? No, we're chilling. Alright, so the rice, look, I always have the rice ready in the fridge. This is what you guys should be doing. If you don't have if you don't prepare your rice like in bulk, because it's like what is the point of making just a little bit of rice? So what I do is I have this rice cooker right here. Boom, put the white rice in there. It takes like 30 minutes to make. I'm gonna be honest, it does low-key taste better when you cook it in a pot, but it's like I don't really eat for the taste. I never eat for the taste. I don't remember. Okay, sometimes I do. I don't eat perfectly, but 90% of what I eat is always whole foods. Fucking grass-fed ground beef. Things that are actually gonna benefit me, because my mindset has shifted. My mindset doesn't think about just eating just to eat for fun. So it's damn, where do I put my camera? Is right here good? Let me see. My tripod is not with me at the moment. Alright, bet. Okay, wait. I'm gonna put this right here. Alright, that's not bad. So I got the meat. What I always do is I cut it up. I cut up the meat like this. I don't know if there's a better way to do it, but what I'll do is I'll just go like this. Boom. And then I'll just put it on the pan. Right? The pan isn't that hot right now, so we'll wait a little bit. It's 5:51 p.m. So my fast ends around 7 every single day. You guys should always be intermittent fasting, no matter what. Because intermittent fasting, hands down, is the best way to optimize your metabolism levels and as well as your testosterone levels. And without those two, it's very hard to have a good physique. It's like me, I literally don't even track anything, yet I still have a better physique than 99% of the population. Why? Because instead of focusing on just protein, I focus on my hormones. I focus on my lifestyle habits. I focus on training hard in the gym. You know what I mean? Nutrition is extremely valuable. It's extremely important. You know what I mean? But what's more valuable than nutrition is your hormones, your metabolism. But at the same time, those are affected by your nutrition. So it is from your nutrition. And, before I started eating healthy, so I'll go like this. Before I started eating good, right? Before I started investing into, the right foods, I used to always penny pinch, right? I used to always not want to spend money on groceries because I'm like, oh, my dad already buys that. Like, he can just do it. But the truth is, if we went and looked at what I was spending my money on, I was spending my money on straight bullshit. I was spending my money on clothes. I was spending my money on food, literally going out with my boys. Like, I was willing to spend $30 going out with my boys, but I wasn't willing to spend $12 on a nice beef. I mean, it's a contradiction. It doesn't make sense. And now, as I'm older, I'm getting a little, I don't want to call myself wise, but I'm wiser than what I used to be. You know what I mean? I think that the actual smart, let me turn this off, it's too loud. The actual smart, intelligent man never calls himself smart. You know what I mean? You can still be confident, but at the same time, you still have to humble yourself sometimes. You know what I mean? In the Bible, it says the one who humbles himself will be exalted, and the one who exalts himself will be humbled. And ever since I read that, before, I was kind of always speaking in a way of like, oh, I'm so cool, I'm so tough. Like, but it's like, no, bro, humble yourself. You know what I mean? Anything that I do accomplish is not even me, it's God who works through me. Because God chose me. Out of the millions of people he could have had born by my parents, he chose me. right? So anything that I do accomplish is only because of him. That's why every single day I wake up and I pray, I give thanks, I read the word, and I make sure to humble myself first, because the biggest thing that my relationship with God has taught me is that in whatever you're doing, you need to understand that you're nothing. Like, genuinely. When I first started working out, I had to understand I was nothing because everyone else there was bigger than me. Everyone else there was stronger than me. When I was playing the piano, I had to humble myself and be like, damn, I feel dumb because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But guess what? I grew. It made me grow. Me humbling myself exalted me. It made me better. So that's why having confidence is important. But there's a difference between having confidence and literally just like being a dickhead. Because it's like, look, especially me, right? Now that I'm coaching people, like, what I want to do is I want to set the best first impression, because the best first impression is something you can never get back, right? And I feel like when I first started, I would just say a bunch of crazy shit. I wouldn't really think too much. I would just act without thinking. I would post without thinking, right? I would just do these things without thinking about it. And I think, well, that's ironic, but I think that what I began to realize that more valuable than the actions that I'm taking are the preparation behind it. Is how am I sharpening my axe before chopping down the tree? You guys get what I'm trying to say? And I just felt like the first couple months of me being on my self-improvement journey, I was just trying to do, but I wasn't thinking at all, right? And you know, when I first started, I honestly wasn't even eating healthy. When I first started in the gym as well, but even when I first started Max Out Fitness coaching on April 7th, I still didn't even understand grass-fed ground beef. I still didn't understand why nutrition is important. But the truth is, you are what you eat. Your nutrition makes up who you are. If you eat junk, you're going to be junk. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. Because what does your nutrition affect? It affects your hormone levels. It affects your muscles. It affects your skin. It affects how you look. It affects your mental clarity. It affects everything. So when people say you are what you eat, it's because it's genuinely true. Hold on, I just got a notification on my phone. Yeah, so you literally are what you eat. People don't just say this for no reason. And the discipline that it takes to invest into yourself, into the right foods, right? To get up off your fucking bed and cook. It's like, this gives me fulfillment. Like, just doing this small task gives me fulfillment because it makes me feel like I earned my food, right? But then sometimes when my mom might cook and I'll eat it, it's not as fulfilling. It doesn't taste as good. You know, when I earned it myself, when I cook it myself, it tastes 20 times better, even though I'm not even the best cook. I'm not really a chef. You know what I mean? But it just tastes better because I'm putting in the effort. And then I put in the effort with my nutrition. I look better. My skin is so much clearer now. It's so much clearer ever since I started eating good. And you just feel better about yourself. Your mental clarity is better. You know, you don't fucking have a brain fog and you don't like blank out randomly. And this is why nutrition is so valuable. And then you do that with nutrition, you carry it on to every other thing that you do. You know, the way that you have to anticipate, what am I gonna eat later? The way that, oh, let me find, oh, this angle's fire right here. Oh, that's so, oh, you can't see me though. Damn. But yeah, the way you have to anticipate, look, I'm putting some garlic. The only seasonings I use are salt, pepper, and granulated garlic. That's really it. So they say that iron sharpens iron, right? As in, when you're around somebody like-minded. But the truth is, the same relationship that we have with our friends is the same relationship we have with ourselves. If you guys get what I mean. You have to sacrifice for yourself. You have to make promises to yourself. Because the thing is, the truth is, our thoughts and who we are two different people, right? We always have two sides of us. Our lives are made up of just two choices, two sides. I either cook this food or I just starve, basically. I either cook this food or I keep being lazy. It's just a bunch of two choices. It's like flipping a coin with everything, right? And usually the harder choice is the more fulfilling one. But where I was trying to go with this, oh, eggs all over here. But the point I'm trying to make is that when we tell ourselves, I love you, we need to back it up by actions. And the way you back it up by actions, oh damn. And the way you back it up by actions is by doing things like this. You cook for yourself. You provide for yourself. You go to the gym for yourself. You invest into yourself, right? You see these guys, they want to get girlfriends, and that's fine. I'm not against getting a girlfriend, but you should never put your girlfriend over yourself, because she's never going to respect you. She's never going to take you seriously, because she's always looking for somebody who is better than her. You know what I mean? And this isn't in like an egotistical type of way, but the way I'm trying to explain it is that, think about it like this. When you have a certain goal in mind, the only way you accomplish that goal is not by chasing the goal. It's by putting yourself above the goal so that the goal has no other choice but to come to you. So you have to attract it. Everyone always says chase. Everyone always says attract. Oh, look, let me show you guys. Hold on. This looks so good right now. Oh, look. Boom. This is it. And I just finished it when it gets red. But the point I was trying to make is that everyone always says attract. It always says attract, don't chase. But what does that look like? Most people don't even know what attracting truly looks like. But to become an attractive person to your goals is the same exact thing to become attractive to that girl that you want, or that job that you want, or that opportunity that you want, or whatever it is that you want in life. And it's the same principle. It's just bringing value, giving out of yourself, right? The more you give, the more you're going to get in return. The same way with my physique. The only way I was able to get this physique is I put myself above the physique. I don't care about the physique. When I look in the mirror, it's like, okay, whatever, cool. Like, I look good, but I don't really care about it that much, you know? So the only way I was able to get here was by literally me not caring about it and me just attaching going to the gym and prioritizing my health. Like, I just prioritized that over the result. Like, I didn't really care about the result, if you guys get what I'm trying to say. But that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. All I cared about were the small choices. So I got the eggs. I'm about to put the eggs back. I'm about to get the white rice real quick. But boys, I'm just so happy I'm making this video, because where I'm gonna be at in a year from now, 2 years from now, I'm gonna be in an astronomically different situation to where I'm at today. And I know this with 100% certainty, not because I'm hoping, but because I understand that the result is inevitable because of the work that I'm putting in on a daily basis, because of the adjustments I'm making on a daily basis, right? When I fail, I don't just fail just to fail. I fail, and then I look at what I did wrong. And think about it. Every single day I wake up, I ask myself, what am I proud of? I write down 5 things that I'm proud of, and then I write down 5 things I'm not proud of. So then I have that mental image, that mental picture. This was good. Let me keep doing it. This was bad. Let me stop doing it. So I just stopped doing the bad things, right? I stopped doing the bad things that I'm not proud of. And think about where that's going to get me on a long enough time frame. If we extrapolate it and we look at exponential growth, where am I going to be in a year from now? If I just stop doing those things I'm not proud of every single day, imagine where I'm going to be. That's why I understand that this is not a guessing game. This is not a hoping game. This is a game of probabilities and chances. And if I'm able to up the chances of me attracting my goals as much as possible, then I'm going to accomplish them. And I'm happy I'm making this video so that I can inspire someone else who's in the same boat, who probably, because the truth is, that's exactly what I do. You know what I mean? What I do is I look at people who do the same exact thing. They document their journey from the bottom, and then, oh, damn, my bad. So they document their journey when they're, basically fresh, when they're at the bottom, and you basically see their growth along the way. You see how far they go, and you see how even from the beginning, like, they're literally the same exact person. Like, it's funny. It's funny. They're the same exact person, but the only difference is that success is a lagging indicator. So as time went on, everything that they said that they were going to do became a reality. And what I do, right, is I look at people I want to be like, and I take advice from them. Like I said, I humble myself, and I'm willing to understand that. Let me silent my phone. So what I do is I humble myself, and then I understand, like, bro, if I don't have the outcome that I want, I can't really listen to myself, right? So if I want new outcomes, that comes with me listening to someone else who has it, right? That is the ultimate death of your ego, when you know that, like, bro, your opinion basically doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, I love my opinion. I'm very confident in what I say, don't get me wrong, and I have very strong opinions, and I'm not afraid to express them. But at the same time, if it's something that I am not an expert in, I'm just not going to talk about it. Like, for example, in the gym, I'm an expert on it because of the results that I have. I'm an expert because of the results that I have, and I'm not afraid to talk about the gym or give advice because I have the confidence that I know what I'm talking about, right? And that's exactly why I don't speak on things that I don't know much about. But bro, look, this ground beef right here, this looks amazing. Well, sometimes what I do is I'll add some honey to it as well, and I literally eat the same exact meal every single day. Consistency is what builds castles, not effort, right? If you put in effort, yet every single second of the day you're thinking too much about what you're gonna do, understand that it limits you, right? The people who are the most consistent, who have the most consistent habits, what they do is that they remove the time that it takes for them to think about an action between them doing it. Because think about it, you have the habit of waking up and picking up your phone, but you don't actively think about you doing it, you just do it. The same way when I go literally a day without working out, my body just starts itching for me to lift weights. It's like, I don't even think about it, I just do it. I'm like, okay, at 4 I'm gonna go. Like, I don't even think about, oh, should I go, should I do this? No, right? So when you're eating your meals, you need to decrease the time of you thinking about it if you want to make it, or not make it, but if you want to be as effective and consistent with it as possible. Because when you think too much, sometimes it discourages people, and they're like, oh shit, this is so much effort thinking. Like, so many people just don't even like thinking. Like, think about that. Like, think about how a lot of people just don't like thinking. Like, it's insane to me. It's insane. I remember at my old job, there was this certain stand that we had to be on where we were basically just standing because I worked at this pool, and you had to walk outside and walk down this long pathway to actually get to the pool. So one of us, I was a pool attendant, and one of us would have to stand right in front of the door, like by this standing desk kind of thing, and we just have to stand there for hours by ourselves. So it was kind of annoying because it was annoying to other people because they're like, damn, that's just boring, I don't like thinking. But I would love going there literally just because of the fact that I could think. It was something that I lacked because my brain was always so, it was always like, I was like, if I wasn't at work, my brain was always like, I need to do something, and I wouldn't just sit down and think. So when I would go to that stand, I would be so grateful for it, because I was like, damn, I finally have time. Oh shit, this is hot. Fuck. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me put it over here. I would finally be happy because I'm like, damn, like I finally have a time to think. But a lot of people just don't think like that. A lot of people avoid thinking as much as possible, which is exactly why I journal. Exactly why. Because when I journal, I unlock... I'm gonna save the rest for tomorrow. Alright, bet. So when I journal, what I do is I basically unlock... Oh, look, let me show you guys. Look. That's the rest we got right here. And then this is the food. I'm not gonna lie, low-key put a lot of rice. Cause usually I make the rice like even with the meat. But we're chilling. It's not a big deal. And then, oh my gosh, bro. The bananas already ran out. That sucks. Alright, it's chill. I'm gonna just get one. But yeah. when I journal every morning, basically I'm unlocking the imagination capabilities of my brain. And when I ask myself these intricate questions like, what did I do wrong? What did I do good? And I urge you guys to do this. You know what I mean? Literally just write down every single day for the next year. What are you happy that you did? And what are you not happy? If you do that on a year time frame, and then when you write down I'm not happy about this, you need to attach yourself to the feeling that if you keep doing that, your life is gonna be destroyed, and you need to be like, damn, like I can't do this, like I'm missing out my potential. And you need to genuinely like have the feeling attached to it, and then you have to be like, damn, like I'm proud of myself for this. I did amazing on this. Like this is fire. And then you can't just write it down and be like, oh, whatever. Like you need to attach yourself to the feeling. And I know a lot of you guys are new to this and you might not understand it, but I promise you it will change your life. You know what I mean? But yeah, and I just urge you guys to think more. Be critical thinkers. Overthinking is not a bad thing. Society likes telling us it's a bad thing. Like, oh, I'm an overthinker, bro. I'm an overthinker. But the truth is, you're blessed, right? But if you do think about something that you should be doing, the truth is a lot of people call themselves overthinkers because they know they should be doing something, but what they do is they let themselves down and they procrastinate it as much as possible. So once you get the thought of doing something, you have to do it immediately. I got the thought of making this video because I'm like, oh, I'm about to cook. I got the thought of making the video. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to start recording immediately. Like I didn't even think about what I was going to say. I didn't think about anything. I just started. Right? And then this video is probably going to be seen by thousands of people, and it's always going to be remembered on the internet. Right? In the same way that I'm quick acting with this video is the same way I'm quick acting with my program, so I can deliver with my clients. If a client texts me, I'm immediately on it. You know what I mean? But I wasn't always like that. I would procrastinate, and it was leading to my destruction, even if it's like a small, because you need to understand the small changes matter way more than the big ones, because small changes say more about you than anything else. So if on a long enough time frame, I'm able to stack up these small wins, it leads to a drastically different life. But not only am I going to be able to deliver better for my clients, but I'm going to be delivering better for myself, right? When you uplift others, you uplift yourself in the process. So bring value, help other people, and just sacrifice as much as you can from yourself. And eat good food. Eat good food like this, because then you're going to be able to operate at a much higher level. But guys, I love you. Keep killing it. Keep destroying it. Let's get it. I'm about to make a bunch of more videos. I'm going to start prioritizing my YouTube channel like so much now, so much, because my main goal right now is just bringing as much value as possible, so I can reach that one person that I have in my head that knows that I know needs to hear my message. You know what I mean? Because I'm not here just to be here. Like, the reason why I'm here and I started on this journey was impact. It was just impact. That's it. But yeah, I love you guys. Keep killing it. Let's get it.